Okay.
More, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on this beautiful Wednesday morning. My name is Bruce Dickey. Thank you so much for joining us today. As my guest today is Mike Everett. He's the Wayne County Sheriff. We're going to talk about a wide variety of stuff today. What's going on in the Sheriff's Association, new and with the school. You guys have all kinds of new stuff you've got to do and all kinds of different things. We're going to talk with Mike about all kinds of things. You are watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey right here on Wabash Catch TV, over in Salem on Channel 3, here in Flora on Channel 100 or Channel 25, depending on your style of cable. Same story up in Louisville, down in Sisney, Jeff, north edge of Fairfield, over in West Salem and Albion and Browns. Thank you so much. And also on the Moby. Have you seen these Moby devices?
No.
That we have. It's basically an Amazon Fire Stick, but it's programmed with Wabash, and off you go.
Sweet.
Isn't that nice?
It is nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, so we're doing that. We're on Channel 100 or Channel 99 on that. So pick your poison, however you want to watch Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. What is going on here on this gorgeous Wednesday, September 11th? Let's give you some community events going on around. You're off the air, by the way, if you want to. Okay, just mind your own business. All right. Community events going on right now. Today, a big day at the Carl Richland Memorial Hospital. Actually, big night. They've got a big first aid class there tonight. That's going to be at 6 o'clock. The American Heart Association putting this on, and it'll be in the lower level conference room from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. And if you want more information or if you want to make a reservation for that, you need to contact 618-392-1129 to register for that, and they'll take care of you. Also, this being a Wednesday, it is church night, but this is also church night in downtown Fairfield. It is the Fairfield Fall Fun Fest getting going tonight at 6:30. It is the Ministerial Alliance putting on the church services all evening long. I know that they'll have some food downtown. I know that some of the churches, I think, will open up and operate, as well as maybe Wayne City Lions Club. They always do pork chops, and it's an outstanding thing. Also, there is going to be a blood drive today. I've got 2 blood drives to tell you about. In Fairfield, there's a blood drive from 11:30 till 5:30 today at the Family Life Center of the Community of Christ Church. That's on Leniger Road. You know where it is, out on the what would that be? Southwest edge of Fairfield. Yes. Southwest edge of Fairfield, located at the corner of Windsor Lane and Leniger Road. If you've got any questions, contact the American Red Cross at 1-800-GIVE-LIFE. I ask everybody when they're on here. I'm going to ask you too, Mike. Do you donate blood?
I have in the past, yes.
Did you stop for any particular reason, or you just got out? You have a lot of time filled up, don't you?
Yeah, I've just gotten out of the practice of it, to be honest.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, I see. Now you have the opportunity. You can make the phone call. Call 1-800-GIVE-LIFE and donate blood.
All right.
I donated blood. I kind of usually people when I'm asking them if they donate blood, they ask me, Bruce, how much blood have you donated?
How much blood have you donated,
See, I was waiting for crying out loud. You just got off the road. You are so tired today. You'll like this. You'll be one of the few people who I tell this that will appreciate it in the sense that it is meant. The last time I donated blood, I reached my 125th pint of blood, 125th pint of blood. And I reached a lifetime goal. My lifetime goal was 124 pints, which is coincidentally and actually on purpose a keg of beer.
Nice.
I have donated a 16-gallon keg of blood. How about that one, huh?
Nice.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's
right.
nice.
Yeah, I figured you'd like that one. Yeah, that's pretty good. But the donation is today. You're off the screen again. You can sit there and giggle to yourself if you like. The blood donation today at the Community of Christ Church. Give them a call. Actually, you probably want to go online. Go to redcrossblood.org. Redcrossblood.org. You want to sign in or get yourself listed on there, and then you make an appointment, and then by golly, you're in and out, and it works very quickly. It's the most efficient way to do it. Not only are they having the blood drive down at the Community of Christ Church in Fairfield, there is a blood drive over in Centralia. If you're in the Salem area watching this, we do appreciate it. You can head down to Christ Our Rock Lutheran Church. That's just on the west edge of Centralia. You'll want to come down. Actually, you're not going to want to go through Centralia to get to it because 161 bridge is closed. You're probably going to want to go over through was that Hoffman or something, the road to drop down there. You want to go that direction, go on the north side and head down if you're heading from Salem. Christ Our Rock Lutheran Church having that blood drive today from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. at Christ Our Rock there in Centralia. What else is going on today? This is National Make Your Bed Day. Can you believe it? There is such a thing as National Make Your Bed Day, and I'll show you the picture for it here as soon as I get my device going back again. You can say something if you want, Mike.
I'm not going to be participating in National Make Your Bed Day.
You're not participating
No,
in National?
I will be a non-participant.
See how that's me. I'm like that. I'm a non-participant.
Yeah.
I get out. That's because I get out of bed earlier than the other person in my bed, and there's no point in making the bed.
No.
Besides,
I'm going to get back in it.
that's right. And besides, I'm going to get back in it later, and dogs will be jumping in.
Sure.
The bed. They keep it warm for me anyway. But National Make Your Bed Day. Do you want a better night's sleep? According to the National Sleep Foundation, making your bed can help improve your sleep by reducing the amount of tossing, turning, and restlessness, which in turn can be good for your health. I don't know how that works. At a behavioral sleep medicine program, participants learn the sleep environment is a major component in a restful night's sleep. In a survey conducted by the National Sleep Foundation, people who make their bed daily more often have a better night's sleep. Fresh sheets, dark and cool rooms, comfortable mattresses, and pillows play a factor in mastering sleep comfort. See, now there you go.
I'm not buying it. No.
I gotta tell you, I'm not either.
No.
I'm not either. But of course, this is Wednesday, September 11th. This is, of course, Patriots Day as well. This honors the memory of the nearly 3,000 folks killed on September 11th, 2001. Different ways to observe Patriots Day. You guys will probably put the flag down half staff, won't you? I guess.
I would think so. Yes.
I didn't know if what the.
I don't know if that's a federal. Yeah, there are federal regulations when it comes to that, and I've not received an email yet on that, but
I bet you they'll get a hold of you.
Yeah.
I bet you they'll get a hold of you. There are occasional observances of moments of silence. For instance, whenever they're at 8:46, when the first flight collided with the World Trade Center, all the way till 10:28 when the North Tower collapsed. So, just a reminder: Patriot Day started. It was declared first by George Bush back in 2001, and has been declared by each president since to be a large component of a part of your celebration of September. So in 2008, 17, and 18, as a matter of fact, President Trump declared the 8th through the 11th as National Days of Prayer and Remembrance. And I suspect, I haven't seen that he's done that this week.
no, I haven't either.
Well, maybe dropped the ball. Maybe forgot.
It's possible.
It's possible. Maybe nobody told him about it.
That's possible. He didn't see it on Twitter.
He's a busy man.
He is a busy guy.
He's a busy guy. All right, what's on TV? What do you want to watch on television? Some stuff going on today. Atlanta Braves are in Philadelphia tonight. That's at 6 p.m. Dallas Keuchel going up against Zach Eflin. That'll be on channel 601 ESPN. Also, the Kansas City Royals are in Chicago taking on the White Sox, 7:10 p.m. NBC Sports Chicago. That's channel 643. That's Glenn Sparkman for the Royals versus Reynaldo Lopez for the White Sox. Cardinals playing tonight. They are in Colorado at 7:40 this evening. Fox Sports Midwest, channel 630. Dakota Hudson retaking the mound for the Cardinals versus Antonio Sensatella, brought up from the minor leagues to play tonight for Colorado. And finally, the Chicago Cubs will be back at it tonight as they are in San Diego taking on the Padres. That game at 9 o'clock tonight, and that will be on ESPN. Cole Hamels versus Chris Paddock, again, tonight on ESPN Channel 601. They've got a doubleheader tonight on ESPN. That is Wayne County Sheriff Mike Everett. I am Bruce Dickey. You are watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey right here on Wabash Catch TV. We'll be back after these. Stick around.
Looking to build a new hobby building, horse barn, or farm shop? Let Morton Buildings help you design and construct a building that perfectly suits your needs. We'll be there for you every step of the way, even post-construction, with the strongest non-prorated warranty in the industry. Plus, Morton's exclusive Energy Performer insulation system provides the ultimate in comfort and efficiency. To see our latest projects and learn more, please visit mortonbuildings.com.
At Wabash Communications, our goal is simple: to keep people connected. And today we are doing just that, better than ever, by delivering the latest technology and personal service only a local provider can offer. We offer services anywhere from fast, reliable internet, TV services, and home monitoring solutions to crystal clear local and long-distance phone service. Wabash continues the commitment we started back in 1952, delivering a great connection to the most important people we know, our customers. So choose Wabash, the local service from people you can trust.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching.
Get what you want and nothing else when you order a la carte internet from Wabash Communications. Wabash Communications is now able to offer a la carte internet called broadband only with fast download and upload speeds, reliable service, and unlimited data usage. No phone services required for our broadband only plans. Our broadband only menu includes packages up to 1 gig download. Call us at 665-3311 now to order. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact us for details.
Morning, folks. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. My guest today is Sheriff Mike Everett of Wayne County. He is the Wayne County Sheriff, been the sheriff for...
Soon to be 9 years.
9 years?
Yeah.
Wow, that seems like a long time.
It does.
Oh, well, that's good, I guess. We're going to talk elections here in a little while. You've been through 3 elections then,
yes,
as a sheriff of 9 years. Okay, well, we'll talk about that a little later on. But now it is September.
Yes.
And I have noticed I'm usually on the road to work at about 7:20 to 7:30 sometime. So I have to be here by 8 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
So I usually don't exceed the speed limit, Mr. Everett. That's one of the things I'm telling you. But for one thing I need to remember, there are school buses and children all over the place now, aren't there?
Yes, we are in full swing when it comes to school now. So you're going to see the buses and the parents and kids beside the road waiting on buses, and just the traffic, the uptick in traffic is quite significant now.
It is significant.
Yeah.
I mean, folks can notice that, can't
yeah.
they?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can go even in town in Fairfield around that 7:45 to 8 hour in town is nuts. At 3 o'clock, it's crazy.
It really kind of makes one need to pause and maybe remember the rules around schools and school buses and that kind of thing, doesn't it?
Yes, and we have it every year. You know, folks that either aren't paying attention. You know, sometimes it could be distracted driving.
Yeah,
I know nobody does that.
Oh, absolutely
they
not.
Are probably
this
not.
thing is usually away from me.
Yeah. But to notice that those school buses are stopped, the stop arms are out. Those are big things right now to try and remember that those kids are out there, that those buses are out there early in the mornings, and to be watching for those stop arms and the school buses coming to a stop, especially on the highways, the state highways, 15, 45, even 161, Enterprise Road,
Yeah.
all of the roads, but the ones that are the busiest, you really need to be paying attention.
And the thing is, whenever there is if a scofflaw, let's call them a scofflaw, or maybe somebody just not paying attention,
Mm-hmm.
they blow right through a stop sign on a school bus, you're getting a phone call.
Oh, absolutely. We're getting a phone call, and those folks are probably going to be seeing us really soon.
Do the bus drivers? I guess that's how they're trained, right? To get a hold of you.
They will. They'll call this. They usually radio the school, and the school will call us.
Oh, really? Even before the bus drivers back in,
Right. They can radio the school, and the school can call us. Hopefully, with a good license plate that they can give to us.
At least a brand of car. That's one thing that folks just need to get used to. And I'll ask you a question. This route used to run right by my house, and I always wondered if I could turn when a school bus is sitting there waiting for a child to come out. Do they typically throw the stop arm out, or can I go ahead and turn and go around the bus before that stop arm comes out?
If the yellow lights are on, my suggestion would be to
Wait.
stop. Yes.
And that's just
Don't wait for the red light.
And that's just common sense.
It is, and you would think that would be what most people need.
Yeah.
But I think yellow they equate with, hey, hurry up and I can get around it.
Hurry up, we can get through this.
Yeah, we can get through before the red light comes.
Yeah.
And I think that's the problem. A lot of times people will see the yellow, they will hurry to get around before that stop arm or before the red lights come on, and that's when you run into trouble. And there's just no sense and no need in it with the consequences that could possibly happen.
But Mike, what if I'm running late for work?
Leave earlier.
That's not cool, man.
I know.
How often do you guys get calls?
Usually I would say there's 5 to 10 a year.
Is that right? Mm-hmm. And
now that's countywide.
Well, that's countywide, but I'm presuming that the city of Fairfield will get every so often.
Oh yeah, they'll have them more than we do, just because there's so many buses running around in town.
Yeah,
with all the kids going to Center Street, Northside, the high school.
One of the interesting things also about the start of the school year is that every year you folks have in the 9 years that you've been sheriff, you have emergency preparedness drills.
Yes.
I'm presuming that those drills have changed over the course of the 9 years you've been sheriff.
Well, now they're mandated within the first so many days of the school year. They have to have these drills done. And what has happened over the last few years with these school drills is they've gone from really teaching and instructing the administrations and the teachers what they need to do. Now it's more of a compliance.
Oh, really?
Because these folks, unless
they've all learned it well enough.
Yeah, they know. We've been in the schools long enough, and they've had the different classes and the conferences and whatnot that they have to do. So now we're going through basically doing compliance checks and making sure that everything is locked, everything is done as it should be. And then if not, then we do a small debrief and let them know, hey, this is where we could work on some things. This may be something you need to look at. But for the most part, anymore, the schools that I go to in Wayne County, which I'll have some later on this week, they do a good job, and the administrations have done a great job taking care of things that they need to get done.
You know, that's the question. I guess it doesn't. You don't need tragedies like Parkland or like some of the other school shootings to wake people up that this is. It stinks, but it's something that is part of 2019 America.
It's sad that it's something we have to do, but when we first started with this, we were having huge classes with these folks and teaching them how to deal with this situation. And so they have that knowledge. Now it's just a matter of getting the buildings to where they can do the things they need to do the lockdowns, and getting the buildings up to snuff. And once they do that, then it's just compliance.
And that's part of the health safety stuff, I guess, right?
Right.
Yeah. Usually, whenever the health safety bonds are sent out there, they're buying new doors each time, aren't they?
Doors, locks, cameras. It's all health, life safety.
That's well, you know, it stinks, but that makes sense to do.
It is.
How much has it? You say it's now more of a compliance issue. Do you ever walk into a school, maybe with a new administration, that maybe has dropped the ball a little bit, or is it? It's probably something you're hardly even finding anymore.
We don't find it too much here. Again, with the amount of school districts that we have in Wayne County, each district has done a really good job to try and do the best that they can from a fiscal standpoint to get all of this stuff up to date, to get the doors, the locks, the camera systems, the different things. You know, you can't get into a school anymore without being buzzed in.
That's exactly
which is fantastic.
And heaven forbid we have one, but whenever we do have whenever there have been the occasional real action event here in Wayne or there in Wayne County, and there have been some here in Clay County too, I know. And then it's all hands on deck, isn't it?
Yes. And that's something that we work with as departments to try and do and make sure that we're doing the right things and approaching it and
dealing with the state police, and dealing with the city police,
and trying to work in concert as best we can to get everything done.
That's Sheriff Mike Everett. We're talking about all kinds of different things today. We're going to talk a little bit more about when we come back. We're going to talk some of we talked last time he was here about some of the new drugs on the scene. We're going to talk a little bit how bad a deal that is. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey right here on Wabash Catch TV. Mike Everett, Wayne County Sheriff, is our guest. We'll be back right after this. Do stick around.
At Wabash Communications, our goal is simple: to keep people connected. And today we are doing just that, better than ever, by delivering the latest technology and personal service only a local provider can offer. We offer services anywhere from fast, reliable internet, TV services, and home monitoring solutions to crystal clear local and long-distance phone service. Wabash continues the commitment we started back in 1952, delivering a great connection to the most important people we know, our customers. So choose Wabash, the local service from people you can trust.
In 1949, Morton Buildings constructed our first machine storage building to establish our bond with the farming community. Since then, our relationship has grown, and so have our product offerings. From the smallest specialized operation to the largest agricultural enterprise, we understand the needs of your business and continue to evolve to meet industry demands. Plus, when you build a Morton building, you're backed by the strongest warranty in the business. To learn more about the Morton Advantage, visit mortonbuildings.com.
Get what you want and nothing else when you order a la carte internet from Wabash Communications. Wabash Communications is now able to offer a la carte internet called broadband only with fast download and upload speeds, reliable service, and unlimited data usage. No phone service is required for our broadband only plans. Our broadband only menu includes packages up to 1 gig download. Call us at 665-3311 now to order. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact us for details.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching. Welcome back, folks.
All right.
You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey right here on Wabash Catch TV. My guest today is Wayne County Sheriff Mike Everett, and we are talking about a variety of subjects. One thing that I have probably noticed in the news, maybe more than you, or probably more than Mike, although Mike's a baseball fan, a pitcher for the California Angels, LA Angels, passed away back in late June. And his the toxicology came back in the last week or so, and he was loaded with this fentanyl stuff, and basically it helped kill him. And we talked last time about how powerful this is, and it is becoming a bigger and bigger problem in Illinois, if not Wayne County, in Illinois all the time, isn't it?
It is, and fentanyl is so dangerous just because of the absorption rate and just if you touch it. Yeah, it's not like some of the other stuff. So this
is the thing you're not going to see like on the old TV show where somebody will take a powder and they'll go like that.
Yeah, that doesn't happen. That doesn't
happen. Was a bad idea to start anyway.
Yeah. That doesn't happen. Period.
Even though they do it in the police throws, man, it's got to happen.
Yeah. But that stuff, we get emails and advisories all the time about making sure you're wearing gloves and even masks. If you're going into a home to do a search where this stuff might be present, just stirring it up in the air and inhaling it could do the same thing.
Is that right?
Yes.
Have you seen any of it in this area? Have you seen some confiscated, or have you arrested folks for that?
I don't know that we have any arrest necessarily on it, but we have seen some, and you hear about this person is doing it, and what they're doing is lacing it, putting it in heroin. So you've got the fentanyl and heroin together, which is a very bad combination.
That seems like a recipe for suicide.
It's a recipe for not waking up. Yeah.
Yeah. I've asked you this before, and maybe on the radio. I don't think I've asked you this here, but what would get in somebody's mind to do that and risk not waking up? Because, I'm hesitant to take pills my doctor gives me, let alone something else.
Well, and I think a lot of times that's where it starts with the pills. Whether it be for a surgery or whatever you get, and you have the hydrocodone or the Oxycontin or whatever, then you're just chasing that next high, and they think maybe that the heroin / fentanyl is going to be that next great thing.
Well, it's an amazing thing. I think we told the story last time he was here about over in East St. Louis, the poor police officer who they almost killed him. Right?
Yeah.
He came into contact with it.
Yes.
And he was hospitalized for quite some time.
Yeah, it's something that the guys need to watch out for. Just to make sure. And
is there anything that the public can do in regards? I mean, I don't know. That's the thing. 10 years ago, you used to be able to tell if somebody was taking methamphetamine. I mean, it was a pretty easy. There were some pretty easy tells.
Yes.
Now you can't really tell if somebody is straight or right or not junked up at something.
No, there are folks that are very functional day in and day out and still have a substance abuse problem.
Yeah.
So it is harder to tell. And what I would suggest from the public is if you are prescribed something like fentanyl, the patches or anything like that, make sure that if you are done with those, take them obviously by your doctor's prescription.
Right.
And then when you're done with them, dispose of them properly.
Yeah, that's the thing. And you have the boxes there on the wall at the station, right?
Yes.
And that's not just for take back day.
No, that's every day, 24 hours a day. You can bring it by, no questions asked. Come in the front door, drop your stuff in the box, and turn around and leave.
Do folks do that all the time?
All the time.
Do they really?
Yeah, that box, I have to empty that thing usually about every other month.
No
if
kidding.
not sooner.
Well, that's more healthful for the ecology and just about everything that you would. It's a good idea to dispose of them properly, isn't it?
Yes. Well, it keeps those pills that could be a problem out of other people's hands.
I tell you what, let's do. We're going to take another short break, and when we come back, I'm going to ask you a little bit about. I want to know if we have figured out how we're going to deal with legal marijuana yet in Illinois.
Okay.
You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey right here on Wabash Catch TV. My guest is Wayne County Sheriff Mike Everett, and we'll be back right after this. Do please stick around.
At Wabash Communications, our goal is simple, to keep people connected. And today we are doing just that, better than ever, by delivering the latest technology and personal service only a local provider can offer. We offer services anywhere from fast, reliable internet, TV services, and home monitoring solutions to crystal clear local and long-distance phone service. Wabash continues the commitment we started back in 1952, delivering a great connection to the most important people we know, our customers. So choose Wabash, the local service from people you can trust.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey at Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching.
Looking to build a new hobby building, horse barn, or farm shop? Let Morton Buildings help you design and construct a building that perfectly suits your needs. We'll be there for you every step of the way, even post-construction, with the strongest non-prorated warranty in the industry. Plus, Morton's exclusive Energy Performer insulation system provides the ultimate in comfort and efficiency. To see our latest projects and learn more, please visit mortonbuildings.com.
Get what you want and nothing else when you order a la carte internet from Wabash Communications. Wabash Communications is now able to offer a la carte internet called broadband only with fast download and upload speeds, reliable service, and unlimited data usage. No phone service is required for our broadband only plans. Our broadband only menu includes packages up to 1 gig download. Call us at 665-3311 now to order. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact us for details.
Morning, folks. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey right here on Wabash Catch TV. My guest today is Wayne County Sheriff Mike Everett. He is the, like I said, the sheriff for Wayne County. And I asked him before we went to break, marijuana is legal now in particular amounts in Illinois come the first of the year.
Yes.
Come January 1st. It seems to me, much like sports gambling, which I pay a lot closer attention to than I do to marijuana law.
Right.
For purposes that the people see every Friday morning on this show. It seems to me that the state of Illinois has, on the one hand, has done the whole. It's like they've bought the bud of weed and they don't know how to smoke it now because they haven't figured out how they're going to take care of this, have they?
No, and obviously you've not learned a thing from the other states that have done this and had
which makes
issues.
No sense at all, Mike.
Right.
How can you not learn from the other states?
No, how do you not learn from a state like Colorado who has had multiple issues in implementation, in how to deal with it from a legal standpoint, and
they've worked through them,
and the problems with homelessness, the issues that they have with that, and these folks are living on the street, but they're going to smoke that weed.
You know where all the homeless people have come, or how come Colorado has all these homeless people?
Go ahead.
Because this is what my brother told me. It's all these folks came out there to try to start or join a grow operation.
Right.
They were going to make money. They were going to make their living through the grow operations. Well, there's only so many people.
Right.
And there's only so big a market. And so these people have nowhere to live because it costs money to live in Colorado.
Yes, it does.
You've been there recently. Tell me about your recent visit to Colorado.
I'd been there before just on a short visit. We had to go get a prisoner out there here a year and a half or so ago. But this is the first time that I've been in and stayed for a couple of days with some time. And just when you go out to eat, when you go travel through, a friend of mine is a police chief there in Denver, and I went with he and his wife out, and it's just amazing. At every corner are bright green lit crosses, lit being the operative word. and they're everywhere. You drive down I-70 that goes through Denver, and the warehouses are there, and it just reeks of marijuana. And the chief would tell me story after story of issues that they've had with folks not working, they quit working, it's just going to be a social problem as much as it is a legal problem.
That's the thing that I don't know. I don't think people realize the social ramifications.
Yes.
It's like the end of Prohibition.
Yes,
really.
It is.
It's just basically the same style of social ramifications of the implementation of Prohibition, and then the end of Prohibition 14 years later.
It's going to be April 20th all day, every day.
Oh, unbelievable. So again, I go back to the question. Are you guys getting any guidance yet? The Illinois Sheriff's Department?
Very little.
Very little.
Very little.
Are we expecting, is the is the Illinois Sheriff's Association expecting any guidance from the state? That was a good one.
I can't answer that. Not with a straight face because we don't know.
Yeah.
They've changed things so much, and nothing is ever, it doesn't seem like anything is ever concrete. Okay, it's going to be this much. This is the max you can have.
Yeah.
Okay, well maybe it's going to be this much. It's the fighting over all of the little things that seem to mean the most. You know, for us as law enforcement, how are we going to legislate this thing from a driver standpoint? How are we going to?
How do you legislate it? Is it probable cause anymore?
Right.
I mean, it's for the last 50 years, it's been probable cause. You walk up to a car, you smell marijuana, you have probable cause, right?
We are in that vehicle.
Yes.
Now, if I smell marijuana, how do I know if he is transporting it strictly, or has he been smoking, or she, or are they above the legal limit? And then the $1,000,000 question is, how do I test that?
Because the testing systems are not yet available, right?
So there are so many things that have yet to be determined as far as what we're going to do, how we're going to do it. Then you have the issue of the canines.
The K that you've got Elvis or Tango, whoever it is now.
Right, Bolo.
Bolo now.
Okay, he's getting ready to retire. We're getting a new dog.
You've had Tango and then Elvis and now Bolo.
Right, and then now we're getting a new dog.
Who's a new dog?
We don't have a name yet.
Oh,
we haven't picked him out.
All right.
So the question comes: do you imprint the dog with marijuana when you're training,
based on what the marijuana situation? Call him Bongo or something.
That's a question that we're asking the Illinois Training and Standards Board, along with the Sheriff's Association. Okay, what's the answer? Do we imprint this dog to be able to find marijuana or not?
Because if you do, the dog's going to go ape whenever he finds it.
Right.
And he won't know what he won't know whether he does. A dog doesn't know a legal amount or can't tell probable cause.
Or is there 10 pounds in the trunk, which is still going to be illegal?
Yes.
So what is the answer? And we can't get a straight answer from anyone that has the authority to say, yes, this is what you need to do. Are the courts going to uphold this? Are the courts not going to uphold it if we do? It's a sticky situation for law enforcement going forward.
That's a funny one. Sticky.
I'm trying to work them all in as I can. I got 420 in, I got lit, and I got sticky.
Good. Yeah, you know, that might just be a chronic problem as well, Mike.
I'm trying my best to get all of them in.
Yes, that's pretty good. I like that. All right. Well, you know what I have done my entire life. You know that I used to be a banker. You know that I used to be a manager in a building materials place. You know that I used to sell radio. Now I sell and do this here at the Wabash. The fascinating thing to me, and it probably shouldn't be because this was 25 years ago, is the banking aspect.
Yes.
And this won't affect Wayne County Sheriff much.
No.
But it'll affect state police. It might affect Wayne County Sheriff at some point because there's a lot of cash going to be flowing through here that used to have all kinds of banking regulations and still presumably will have regulations. And the federal government has not yet recognized marijuana as legal.
Right. So you cannot go through the normal banking system.
That's exactly right.
Because that money, according to the federal government and the federal banking regulations, it's not legal.
So that's what I don't understand.
So how are they going to tax this? How are they going to funnel this money? How are they going to work this without the federal government causing a problem?
I've asked them in Colorado. And I'm told, well, I haven't talked to anybody who actually has the gigantic piles of money, but I'm told there are gigantic piles of cash.
Yes.
Because they can't get rid of it.
Right.
And that's how they pay. And that's how they pay their taxes. Right. I mean, they're paying state taxes through cash.
Right. Because they can't put it in a bank.
Okay. Which leads you one more direction. Let's take this one step farther. If you have gigantic piles of cash somewhere, Mike, that's when you might get called in for a problem, right?
Well, to me, that is just begging for someone to come and steal your giant piles of cash.
My gigantic pile, my Breaking Bad stack of cash.
Exactly.
And that comes to, then you're going to have gunplay and people getting hurt and all that kind of stuff.
Well, yeah. I mean, you've got this business, you're doing this, and then
and what I presume is a legal business.
Yes, at this point it will be.
Yeah.
But then if you have that cash, you can't do anything with it, somebody steals it, then it's all up in smoke. All
right then. Begs the question again. If I have my gigantic fat stack of Breaking Bad cash.
Right.
You saw in Breaking Bad.
Oh, yes.
Where they laid on the bed
Yes.
of cash. By the way, one of the most just affecting shots I've ever seen in television.
Mm-hmm.
Never saw that much cash. It was really cool. $80 million apparently. They calculated how much money would be there with that big fat stack of cash. All right, so. I forgot the question. Now it's like I've been on legalized already.
So are you thinking from an insurance standpoint? How do you recoup insurance?
No. My question is, if somebody takes my legally gotten stack of cash, I guess you guys will have to step in. Even though I got my stack of cash from selling pot in large amounts that may or may not be legal in amounts.
Right. I don't think anybody has thought this through.
This is a maze, isn't it?
It is. But I think with lots of things, whether it be the lottery, whether it be anything else, it's a money grab. They think they're going to make money off of it. They think they're going to tax this.
Well, you brought up insurance, and I'm presuming the insurance would be just a morass.
Yes, I would think.
Well, the insurance. See, there's another. You can walk down another lane in that there are probably who knows 50% of the companies that hire are still urine testing.
Right.
And the reason they're urine testing for a lot of them is for insurance purposes.
Yes.
And people are doing something that is a legal activity, will be doing something that is a legal activity, but the insurance is still going to say, hey, you can do that legal activity. And I guess it's private business. We don't have to hire that guy.
But take it a step further and look at the unions, even like our union.
You probably have to test too.
Yeah. So how
does your union treat
right
a dirty test?
Right. This on something that is legal.
I'm not sure that's the best thought out thing in the world.
No, we don't think so either. But again, we're not the ones making those decisions.
No, that's true. Well, I tell you what, it's fascinating. There are, January 1st, it'll all turn out okay.
Oh, it'll be fine. They'll have it all worked out, and it'll be great.
It'll be fine.
Yeah.
3.5 months from now.
Yeah, no problems whatsoever.
Implementation, procedures will all be done.
Yes, it'll be smooth as can be.
And Mike and I are going to go excuse ourselves for another hit off the pipe. Yeah. We're going to come back, actually, speaking of hitting off pipe, we're going to talk about elections coming up, and we're going to talk about that when we return. You're watching. And also, Mike will give his restaurant reviews and give it recommendations. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey right here on Wabash Catch TV. I'll be right back with Mike Everett after these. Stick around.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LaMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Get what you want and nothing else when you order a la carte internet from Wabash Communications. Wabash Communications is now able to offer a la carte internet called broadband only with fast download and upload speeds, reliable service, and unlimited data usage. No phone services required for our broadband only plans. Our broadband only menu includes packages up to 1 gig download. Call us at 665-3311 now to order. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact us for details.
Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching.
At Wabash Communications, our goal is simple: to keep people connected. And today we are doing just that, better than ever, by delivering the latest technology and personal service only a local provider can offer. We offer services anywhere from fast, reliable internet, TV services, and home monitoring solutions to crystal clear local and long-distance phone service. Wabash continues the commitment we started back in 1952, delivering a great connection to the most important people we know, our customers. So choose Wabash, the local service from people you can trust.
In 1949, Morton Buildings constructed our first machine storage building to establish our bond with the farming community. Since then, our relationship has grown, and so have our product offerings. From the smallest specialized operation to the largest agricultural enterprise, we understand the needs of your business and continue to evolve to meet industry demands. Plus, when you build a Morton building, you're backed by the strongest warranty in the business. To learn more about the Morton Advantage, visit mortonbuildings.com.
Morning, folks. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey right here on Wabash Catch TV. My guest today, it is Mike Everett. He is the Wayne County Sheriff, and we're talking about a wide variety of subjects. And interesting subject that I want Mike's opinion on is the upcoming election in Southern Illinois here in the 109th District. I know you are an elected Republican official.
Yes.
And there is currently, I believe, one candidate for the Democratic nomination in the 109th District, so he'll probably win pretty much easily. There are currently three, there were four, there are three folks out for the Republican nomination. Now it's too early in the game to handicap it, but tell me a little bit about maybe some of the issues these three men are facing going after Darren Bailey's seat.
Well, you just look at the sheer size of the district with as many counties as there are, trying to get to and get enough exposure in all of those counties to make a difference.
There's the size of, take a look, there's the picture of the size. This is the largest district in Illinois, right?
Yes. And it takes in 7 plus, is that correct?
I believe that's correct. Parts of 9.
Parts of 9.
Yeah.
Because there's part of Effingham. And so when you look at that map, you may be well known in your area, you may be well known in and around your area, but when you look at from south of Carmi to north of Newton and into parts of Effingham County, that's a lot of area to cover.
Good grief! It does go from Norris City all the way up to Totopolis, and
Right.
that's about 90 miles.
Yeah, so it's a large area, and that's one of the biggest things. And you know, just in dealing with a county, the festivals, the suppers, all the things that a person needs to do, try that times 10. and it's, you know, every little town, every pancake supper.
And the thing is, I've said it before on this show, and I've said it elsewhere, wherever I've gone. Politicians, when they work, this is a time consuming and being friendly and charming to people. Now, it's granted, it's easy for me and Mike.
Well, yes, that goes without saying.
But it can be a job, can it?
It's another full-time job. It really is. Doing what those folks are doing right now, those three guys have just taken on another full-time job in addition to what they're doing for a living.
Were you surprised, and I haven't asked you this before, were you surprised when John Shimkus said that he's not going to run again?
I was surprised.
I was too.
I hadn't heard anything about that, any rumblings. And I got a text over the weekend that this had happened, and I was surprised.
I had Mr. Shimkus on the show here a few months ago, and he gave no indication to me that something like this was coming. However, he'd been at it a long time.
Yes.
I mean, what's he been, 22 years?
22 years.
Yeah, 22 years as a congressman, and I would think that could get tiresome.
22 years in Washington would be a long time.
And he also, I did ask him, you know, I'd seen the 60 Minutes stuff. I'd seen the 60 Minutes whenever they just basically show the life of a congressman, and they're spending 3 or 4 hours a day in the phone banks.
Yeah.
And I asked him about, you know, Mr. Shimkus, you spending a ton of time down there in the phone banks. Nah, I'm not doing any of that.
Hey,
that should have been my indication.
Yes, probably so.
What kind of to run for a district seat in Illinois, like a 109th district seat? What kind of money are we talking about? Those fellows probably raising and investing into it, because they're going to be throwing probably a lot of their money and time, the time that they value quite highly, and they're going to throw money. What's an estimate?
I can't imagine that it would be any less than $200,000
for the seat.
for the seat.
No kidding.
I would think so. Yes.
And that's for advertising buys as well as
that's for
everything.
That's for the whole shooting match. Wow. I think that there were numbers that I'd heard from the previous election that were higher than that. So I would say a conservative estimate would be around $200,000.
Wow.
When you look at the amount of signs, the T-shirts, the koozies, everything that you're putting out there, the airtime, if you're in television markets, to try and put that, the newspaper ads, magazines that are around.
I need to hit those guys up to get on
to
get some advertising,
get some TV advertising. I think you're looking at a great deal of money to take that seat.
Wow, that's really something. All right, every time I talk to you, you are a font. Even though he's losing weight a little bit, even though you try to be a font of restaurant information and new restaurant recommendations. I've got 5 minutes. What do you have for me today?
Okay. I was recently.
You went to Denver. Did you do anything out there?
I did. That's what I want to tell you about.
Okay, yeah.
It's a place called Bojo's.
Bojo's.
And it's a pizza joint.
Really?
Okay. Again, I went out with a friend of mine who's a chief of police in one of the small burgs in greater Denver, Metro Denver.
Which one, if you don't mind me asking? Do you remember?
It's near Stapleton, Mountain
Hollow or something?
Mountain Grove, Okay. Anyway, Steve Davis is his name.
Yeah.
And he and his wife took me to a place called Bojo's.
Nice.
He said, "Do you like pizza?" Well, of course, who doesn't?
Pizza? Exactly right.
He said, "Well, we're going to have Colorado-style pizza."
What is Colorado style?
Well, that was my question. So I'm wondering what I'm getting myself into. Is it going to have green leafy substance on it?
Yeah, that's what kind of makes more
sense. What kind of oregano do they use?
Yeah, you're right.
And so we get there. It's the big meat lover pan looking.
Oh, nice.
Looks something like you'd get at Joe's here locally.
Yeah.
So when they bring it out, and they said it was a sweet crust. Okay. Not a normal crust.
All right.
So it's a sweet crust. All right.
Hawaiian?
No, not quite like Hawaiian bread, but more. You can tell it's more of a. You don't notice it with the toppings and the sauce.
Yeah.
You don't notice it, but once you get around the edge, it's more of maybe even a honey glaze or something like that. Okay.
Was it pretty good?
Well, they bring it out, and with it, they bring a large squirt bottle of honey. I said, "What are we going to do with that?"
Wait a sec.
I know.
Yeah, this doesn't sound right, Mike.
My Southern Illinois brain does not go there. Pizza. I don't eat honey.
You don't put honey on pizza.
No. So I said, "What do I do with that?" They said, "Well, you eat the pizza out to the crust. Then use the honey and drizzle it over the outer crust and eat it like that." And I'm telling you, Bruce, it was absolutely phenomenal.
Is that right?
Yes, I couldn't believe it.
Wow.
I had to train my brain a little bit, but it was wonderful.
My brother has never mentioned that, nor has he brought any of it to Fairfield. He was just in town last week.
Yes.
On it.
Yeah, Bojo's. It was very good.
Bojo's. How about that? What else? That's pretty good. Keep that one in mind if you're traveling to Denver, traveling to the Colorado area. Any other ones since the last time you just went to? You're on your way back from Northern Illinois. Anything in the St. Charles, Oswego area?
No, nothing up there. I didn't have time to go out. I got a breakfast biscuit on my way home. Nothing. I didn't have time for any of that.
All right, now, just to remind folks in case they forget, what's the best place if I'm in Springfield, lost by myself, and want to go get a good meal?
Springfield. Wow. Okay, I got 3 places for you.
Okay.
My first and foremost will be Darcy's Pint.
Darcy's Pint, been there. Very good.
Fantastic.
Yeah, fantastic.
Saputo's downtown.
Have not been there.
Saputo's is a fantastic Italian joint.
Really?
Yes.
What do they specialize in?
It's old school Italian
Old
food.
school.
Yeah, it's very good. Baked ziti's, baked lasagnas,
yeah.
different things. Very, very good. It's down by the Hilton Hotel.
Okay.
I don't know that it's the Hilton anymore. And then
The tall one?
The tall one.
Yeah.
And then also if you're a gyro guy,
I am.
okay, Yanni's Gyros on Stevenson Drive.
Yanni's Gyros. I'm going to keep that one in mind.
It's the best tzatziki sauce I've ever had.
Really?
Yes, it is absolutely wonderful.
Yanni's Gyros. Wow.
For those of you who don't know what tzatziki sauce is, that's the white
cucumber
sauce that goes on the gyro.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
But it is worth, when you drive up, you will not think much of the place, but it is wonderful.
Yanni's Gyros. Mike, thanks very much for coming up. Appreciate
Thanks for
you being
having
here. Hey, folks, thanks for watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. We'll catch y'all next time. Have a great day.